Good morning. This is lesson 9, countries more or less populated. San Jose, Costa Rica, November 2010. My dear Joanna, I am sending you this postcard from the city of Tokyo. It probably impresses you the amount of people, like it happened to me as I walked through its streets. Here, it will be impossible that you could go out with a bike and ride on the sidewalks and gardens like you usually do it at home. Although the bustle is interesting from big cities like Tokyo, I already miss the calm of our peaceful town of Perth, Australia. I send you a kiss and a hug for you and your mother. See you soon. I love you as always, your grandmother, Magos. Let's begin. With the help of the maps of the Geography Atlas of the World on pages 74, 77, 78, and 79, locate the countries mentioned in the captions of the photographs. Observe the distribution of its population on page 80 of the atlas and discuss it with your teacher. As you can see, this is Asia on page 77. Search for India, Saudi Arabia, and Cambodia, please. Now, on this chart, you're going to write down the continent from where you find these countries, okay? You're gonna write them here. This is another map, another continent and country. Identify it, please. And this is another country, continent, and you're going to find Niger here. Okay, on page 80, you will find this world map where it shows you the inhabitants per country. These are data from 2011, okay? So you're going to write down, the countries that we found: India, Cambodia, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Mexico, Niger. You're going to identify them here, and you're going to identify what color they had and write down the number of millions of inhabitants that each country has. For example, India, that is shown here, it has more than 1,240 million. In the last century, technological development transformed the way of life of the world population. Interest in agricultural activities decreased by increasing the importance of the industrial and service sectors. The distribution of the population in the world. There are differences in the way of the population is distributed. As in some continents, there are more overpopulated countries than with little population. In 2011, the absolute or total population of the world was calculated in 7 billion inhabitants, which are irregularly distributed. This is the activity 2. With this chart, which it shows the absolute population in orange and the extension of the territory in green, you're going to answer these 4 questions. What is the less populated continent? Can it be said that America is a continent sparsely overpopulated? What is the most overpopulated continent? And what continents are overpopulated when compared with their territory extensions. Are going to be two continents. You can pause it here and finish answering. Sorry. According to the data registered by the Population Fund in the UN, in 2010, China was the most populated country in the world, with 1,344 million inhabitants, followed by India with 1,221 million inhabitants, which means that if the population of both countries would meet a third part of the world total. Amazing, that many people. Activity 3. Based on the information in the graph, locate on the map the most populated countries of the world and color them with the same colors as those of the graph. This is the graph, and these are the most populated countries in the world. Please answer these three questions as well. On which continent are the two most populated countries in the world located? In America, which are the most populous countries? And what place does Mexico occupy among the most populated countries in the world? And using these colors and identifying the countries, color this map.